안녕하세요 여러분, Hallyu.
Hey y'all, I'm Shamra, and I'm here with my girl Sabrina, and we are Hallyu Reviews, two Americans who are swept up in the Korean wave as it reaches across the globe. We have a love of all Korean music, but we're reacting to a logbook 174.
Yay! I think this is the only one that we are behind in, so very excited to take a look. I haven't watched it, but I think from the thumbnail it is Hongjong and Odotari, and they're like them meeting and doing their stuff together. So very excited. Yeah. Very excited.
Which we still don't have clarification on what that actually means.
I think it was official.
I think it's closer to so much bullshit, but yes.
Sorry. I just remembered the whole, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It could totally still stand for suck my balls. I mean, really, let's be honest.
You had to say it. Okay.
I did.
Oh,
I
swear I'm not an immature person, but there was something about that day that just didn't see that one coming. Didn't. So, okay.
But I mean, it fits. How do you tell someone to shove off? Suck my balls?
That will do the trick. Okay. All right. Well, then here we go. Let's take a look at Logbook 174.
Oh, maybe this logbook will tell us.
Maybe. Let's see. Look at his chair.
Should I be mad too?
I thought for a second that was Jungho. Oh! He requires a lot of attention. He has a little sweater. Looks very flustered from the back.
Let's get it! Should I be mad? 하나도 없었잖아. 나 이급하는 놈팽. 다 도리도리 잠잠. Why are you mad? 못된 줄 알아 hitman. 남 건설할 시간 S. 다시 한번 해볼게. 톤이 잘
That is a weird, not weird, but different tone.
나 이급하는 놈팽. 다 도리도리 잠잠. Why are you mad? 못된 줄 알아 hitman. 남 건설할 시간 S. 들어볼게. Should I be mad? 하나도 없었잖아. 나 이급하는 놈팽.
I'm impressed that he was able to do this without using any kind of auto tone. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Should I be mad?
Because it is a complete, it is a different tone.
하나도 없었잖아. 나 이급하는 놈팽. 다 도리도리 점점. Why are you mad? 못된 줄 알아 hitman. 남 건설할 시간 S. 다 도리도리 점점. Why are you mad? 못된 줄 알아 hitman. 남 건설할 시간 S. 이걸로 갈게요. 그러면 앞에 차곡차곡 다 하면서 가는 게 나을까요? 아니면 형 메인 다 해놓고 할까요?
그냥 치다 나머지를.
메인 다 하고 네 뒤통수는 조심해 뚜두두뱅 해볼게요. 네 뒤통수는 조심해 뚜두두뱅. 형 거기 브레이크 잡아줄 수 있어요? 인스트에? 이거 킵하고 다시 할게요. 네 뒤통수는 조심해 뚜두두뱅 뚜두두뱅. 네 뒤통수는 조심해 뚜두두뱅. 다시 할게요. 네 뒤통수는 조심해. 네 뒤통수는 조심해 뚜두두뱅. 쉐기제트 외상 눈물 없이만 걸어나면 욕하는 거다치. 눈치 게임 평생 이럴 때 안 하고 뛰는 게 열만 계속 나치. 다시 할게요. 쉐기제트 외상 눈치 게임 평생 이럴 때 안 하고 뛰는 게 열만 계속 나치. 소주 믿을 건데 I know it's unfair. 형 어때요 여기?
여기 고디 있잖아요.
네.
고디 이게 좀 뭔가
아 이럴 때 안 하고 뛰는 게
Dewey or DUI? What was he? Wait, what?
눈치 게임 평생 이럴 때 안 하고 뛰는 게 열만 계속 나치. 해볼게요. 다시 해볼게요. 욕하는 거다치. 눈치 게임 평생 이럴 때 안 하고 뛰는 게 열만 계속 나치. 아이고 또 들어볼게요. 형 이거 톤 괜찮아요? 형이 들었을 때?
근데 이게 좀 더 스무스한 느낌?
네 집을 거기까지 들어보고 수준 미달 건부터 해볼게요. Unfair, I know it's unfair.
이렇게 빼야 거기 오토튠으로 이거 낼 거야 아니면 그냥 뺄 거야 지금처럼?
내야 돼서.
Oh, see, that did talk about auto-tune.
unfair로 가야 되나요? 더 내려가야 되나? I know it's unfair.
I like how he's tilting his head. Method acting.
다시 할게요. fair.
Was it when, turned off the lights because he was waking up, That is
That was
auto-tune.
auto-tuned.
Yeah.
You could hear it in the end.
형은 어때요?
떨어지는 느낌을 더
좋아요. I know it's your feel.
Oh, I like that one.
I know it's your feel. I know it's your feel. Yeah, it's my bad. Yeah, the brand is music spreading. Man, yeah, your cable makes me money. 형, 그 두 번째 있잖아요. 할 때. 그 두 번째 한번 다시 들어볼게요. Yeah, the brand is music spreading. 처음 얘도 한번 들어볼게요.
It's like there had to be auto-tune on this because of the way it sounds.
The way it sounds.
어렵다.
But it's so cool, like watching
It
him
is,
sing and then
yeah.
knowing the auto-tune afterwards. And
Oh, it's not a sweater, it's a vest. I thought it was all one piece, but it's a vest. It's cute.
라인 따서 보여드릴게요. 어디타리와 함께하는 그 SMB라는 곡의 피처링을 녹음을 했는데요. 새로운 장르를 이렇게 어쨌든
That was very different than anything I'd heard him do.
제가 좋아하는 아티스트랑 같이 할 수 있어가지고 저도 너무 신나는 마음으로 재밌게 작업을 했고 랩도 되게 재밌게 또 해본 적 없는 스타일로 잘 나온 것 같아가지고 기대가 됩니다. 네, 많이 들어주시면.
it was a new style, but that's one of the things I love about ATEEZ is they're not afraid to like try new things
Oh, yeah.
and to do something a little different.
lamborghini.
Visualizer. Wasn't the visualizer the cartoon?
Nope.
I'll be right up there.
That was the original. Like the actual music video itself was the cartoon.
okay.
The visualizers when they're both there. Because remember we were talking about how we didn't see ATEEZ?
So I'm in.
Like all of them. But we see Hongjung and we see Odatari in the car. Yep, in the car. I love that tongue.
Driving a European car. I feel like he's channeling Songhwa in this. Doesn't it feel like
Right?
Songhwa?
Like,
Yeah.
yes. I was gonna say, he's missing a grill.
I don't care about none of y'all bullshit, ain't feeling like me.
람보르기니. 오르타리가 맨체스터에 와가지고 같이 촬영을 하고 있습니다. 작년에 송캠프를 같이 한번 세션을 한번
That's cool that he came to Manchester with him.
I know.
운동공에서 만났는데 좋네요. 오래된 친구 같습니다.
Aww.
Can you dance?
I can't dance.
Alright, and
Care about none of y'all bullshit, ain't feeling like me.
All I see is like their little people, their little avatars or whatever.
I had a Corona, now I got a chauffeur. Keeping this shit on the road and running till it's over. Whole lot on my side, we been shit just to blow. Hello, ATEEZ.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, what do you planning to do? Let me see. What do you do?
Fall like this.
Mad respect to Odatari for knowing that their fandom is 18y.
Okay, last one.
Oh, he's doing ice on my teeth.
Alright. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you, brother.
Aww.
Bye, ATEEZ.
Aw. Oh, yay!
Yay.
Very cool.
I know that made Hongjung happy because he
Yeah.
just he got so mad with the interview saying a tiny.
Oh, I
He
didn't know
even
that.
said we love our 18s, and she was just like, yeah, all the eight tinies out there. And you should see me. You haven't seen it? Oh, Mingy's face.
To be fair,
so
if
mad.
they speak English, Tiny is tiny.
It
We
is,
run
but
into this with engines and engine, like
when
trying to
someone
figure out how to,
corrects
like,
you appropriately, then you think
so
you'd pick
he
up on
corrected
that.
her
Oh, he
and
totally,
she continued to do it.
Oh yeah.
Well, also, if you learn something the wrong way, it's really hard to, like, especially if you've practiced. Like, I bet she's rehearsed these questions.
Probably.
And it's now like, I don't want to say it anymore because I made it wrong.
Like, I'm done.
My brain would malfunction.
Well, I do
would-
that when and
Yeah.
that's why I asked you. I was like, wait a minute, did I say that correctly? Like
Yeah.
if there's a Korean name and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, this is how I think it's supposed to be said. But then I always
Yeah,
ask you because
yeah.
you're so far more advanced in the Korean language than I am. And I'm like, wait a minute, was that correct?
Yeah, it's really.
And then I'm just like, nope, I'm just gonna say that person on the left.
Right. She needs to have done her research, though.
She should have done
There's
her
no
research,
excuse for
agreed.
that. Like, I can understand if, like, you're in the moment and you just get it stuck in your head and you're like, oh, I can't remember which one it is. Because when we first started reacting on our multi-scene channel, I think we asked, like, I think we were calling
Is
them
it
ATEEZ.
ATEEZ or ATEEZ?
Yeah, we were
Mhm.
ATEEZ, and then someone kindly said it's ATEEZ, and we
ATEEZ.
had to correct ourselves and saying, and now obviously we know. But at the time we didn't, and so then it was like, okay, well, is it a teeny or a teeny? And then, I don't think we ever tried the tiny
I
part.
don't think we ever did tiny.
But in her defense, if you get it wrong in your head, I could get that. But once someone has, like, corrected you, and you should have done your research, like we do, like, blind reactions, like she should have prepared for that, knowing, like, hello. Anyway,
Well,
sorry.
right.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it's a sign of respect, I think. We still mess things up, but if someone were to correct
But it's
us in
also-
real time and, like, no, it's this way, like.
But I think
yeah,
it's also
correct
a sign of, like, yes, like you were saying, respect, but preparedness, but also just wanting to be there.
Yeah.
You know, like I
agree.
want to interview you. I want to know more about you. And so I'm going to look you up and learn what I can before you come into the studio. And so I know what questions to ask and how to ask them.
Absolutely. And fandoms are such a big part of K-pop that if you're going to be doing interviews in K-pop, you should know that and you should know how to pronounce it and yeah. Because that's why we always end up, like, it's important to us if it's like Psychers or Zykers. Like,
Ooh, or Zodiac
or
or
Zodiac. Like, which one is right? It makes a difference to
And
us.
we ask these questions because we don't always know, but we want to know.
Yep, absolutely. So
Because
yeah,
even
that
though
would
we
be
look
annoying.
up like the translations or the
Pronunciation.
pronunciations, thank you. It's not always accurate either. So
That's true. I mean, we've had, not so much on this channel, but on the multi-scene channel, we've had viewers argue with each other about, I'm like, well, how are we supposed to know? Like, trying to get it straight when one's like, no, it's definitely this way. No, it's definitely this way. And it's like, okay. But
Wah, wah.
that's not usually for, like, how to pronounce the fandom name. Sometimes
That's
it's
true.
more like pineal for B2B, like, is it pineal or pineal or, like, there's accents are important and, like, what language is it actually in?
Ooh, that's
little
a
things
good
like
point.
that. It does make a difference. So, but this was a lot of fun. Mad respect to Odatari for coming to Manchester, filming with Hongjung. That, to me, talking about preparedness and being a part of that world, he took the time. He decided it was important to do this with Hongjung, and so he came to where Hongjung was. And I'm surprised that there wasn't a producer at all from his team when Hongjung was, like, producing his part. Because, like, yes, it was, like, I don't know how that typically works in the music world.
in
but it-
Odatari's team, or
Yeah,
there
because-
might have been though,
because
because
it-
there was another one speaking about like ideas and things to throw back and forth, and so I would think would you
yeah,
have
but they
both
weren't
producers
speaking in
there?
English. They were speaking
Oh,
in
that's true.
Korean. So, I mean, it sounded Korean to me. So, to me, it sounded like Hongjung 100% like produced his, probably with help with, like, Edenary or whatever, whoever was helping him. I apologize. I don't know. But it sounds like he put his part together and then it was, like,
And then it
sent
was
to
sent to
Odatari.
Odatari.
So I love that because to me, it shows a respect for what Hongjung does. He wasn't just
Individually.
Right. It wasn't just like, oh, these guys are big right now, so I'm going to do a collab with them to get my name out there. It was a respect for who Hongjung is as an artist and what he does. So that's really cool. I really like that. A lot of fun. I love these logbooks. This wasn't a very long logbook, but it was still really, I love seeing them in the studio. Like, I really just
and behind
love
the
process.
scenes and just the whole process.
Yeah. And how things change. And, so that we were, like, a little confused because I'm like, I'm pretty sure there is auto-tune on this, but he's not singing. Like,
He
we're
wasn't
not hearing
singing
the
in
auto-tune.
auto-tune, and then when he
was
play it
coming
back, you
yeah.
could hear it.
Yeah, so still very cool. I love that we got to hear it without the auto tuning because that was really neat too. Talk about
And
behind
just the
scenes.
different like inflections that he was using to like prepare himself, and like you were saying, the way he was like tilting his head.
Every time, you know.
It's great.
There's something about method acting. It really puts you in the moment.
Oh, it
you
does.
know? So this was a lot of fun. If you enjoy taking a look at the logbook reactions with us, make sure that you like and subscribe down below so that you can see all the logbook content. We love looking at logbooks. We feel like
do.
it really gives us a look into the behind the scenes and their day to day. It's really a lot of fun, and we'll be sure
And
to.
there's so much information that you can learn from the
Oh my
logbooks.
gosh, we've learned so much, definitely. So we'll be sure to link the previous 10 in the description section down below so you can take a look at those. We also have a logbook playlist that will come at the end of this video as well. So if you want to go beyond the other 10, there are plenty there to look at. Definitely go back and take a look and see what's there. They're a lot of fun and a great
so
way to get
much
to know them.
And if you like drama, make sure you check out Hallyu Reviews, where we tell you which dramas to watch, must watch, or completely skip. Until next time, y'all.